And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk here on WKAC, the Big 1080. We have in studio, I just thought we was getting the girls soccer coach, Kim West Alewine. I did not know we were getting the entire team, Coach. But we're glad. We love it when we get all our players in here and then can talk soccer and talk about how the season's going.
Yeah, we might need to give the mic to the coach first, and then they can pass it around.
There you go. Let me move. I got my glasses.
They went to ketchup.
Oh, it's empty. It needs replacing anyway. So. Coach, how's it going?
We're 5-5, so we're getting there. We're not satisfied. We've got some big goals this season. We want to get back to the county tournament finals like we have the last 2 years. We want to make the playoffs for the first time. This is the 10th season for girls soccer at Tanner. Never made the playoffs, but this is a year that we want to make that happen.
Okay.
So we're moving in that direction, and we're halfway through the season. We're just finishing up week 6. We've got 6 more weeks left.
Okay.
Plenty of time to make our goals happen.
Y'all can't let Coach Smith get all the glory with the soccer down there, do you?
No,
y'all got to get y'all's.
They've earned everything they've gotten, so we're happy for them, and we just want to get to where they already have been. They are a perennial playoff team. That's where we want to get our program, is to become a perennial playoff team. But first, you've got to get there the first time. Right,
and you said this is Tanner's 10th season. Is this your 10th season along with them?
No, sir. This is actually my 4th year with the girls.
And I always remember you. I don't know, do you still do your day job is with the Athens News Courier?
I actually live in Muscle Shoals, and I work for Panda Express at University of North Alabama. That's my alma mater. So, no, I don't actually
but that's where I remember you.
Anymore. Yes, sir.
That's where I remember you from.
I'm a freelance writer, but I don't do that as my full-time job
Go Lions.
anymore. Yes, sir.
You talked about the goals of the team, and I understand this idea of wanting to continually be in the playoffs. As far as this season goes, sitting at 5-5, what are the goals for the team moving forward?
Can I pass that question off?
You absolutely can pass it to whoever you want to.
I'm going to give the microphone to Nancy Gutierrez. She's a junior. She plays keeper. She plays a little bit of everything for us. Let her answer that question.
Is this Nancy?
That's right.
This is our comedian. Okay, are you going to start with a joke, or are you just going to jump right into the question?
I don't know any jokes.
A little bit higher. There you go. Talking to the microphone.
What was it?
The question is, what are the goals for the team moving forward? Y'all are sitting at 5-5, which is break even 500, but obviously your coach isn't satisfied, and I'm assuming that you're not either, right?
No.
Okay, so what are the goals moving forward over the next 6 weeks?
Well, we have we have to just work on the smaller things. So the other things we're pretty good at, and just basically communicating and stuff, getting along even more than we do, and stuff.
No, you're good. You're good. So I'm gonna take what you're saying, and then we'll just kind of let it develop. Okay, you're getting along better. So as girls, I'm a guy, obviously.
Right.
As girls, how do you build that relationship and those tendencies to have drama? No, is that? What's the word we're looking for? Where there's this interaction. Drama. Okay, I'm good.
Stirring the pot. Yeah.
Okay, stirring the pot.
Do you want the microphone?
Go ahead. How do you keep this from happening? No. Okay, come up here. Come closer. This is our drama messenger.
Introduce yourself. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, my name is Rihanna Castrojohn.
Okay, Rihanna, welcome to the show. And the drama that happens amongst the girls from time to time, how do you help to prevent that, and how do you bond and gel as a team so that y'all are working together?
Well, we've been trying to do some team bonding, but everybody's not available at some point, so we try to get on our own and stuff. And other than that, we just need to work with each other and be nice.
What are some things that come up?
Be nice.
I'm not trying to get too deep into it. What are some things that come up within a team? And I'm not talking about necessarily Tanner, but just in general, things that might come up that y'all have to really work at, so that y'all are communicating better. On the field, I think it's really important that you don't have anything on the outside affecting you in your play, because it can, right? It can be easy to let something get to you. So how do you keep that from happening? How do you put all that out of your mind and just focus on your goal?
We just need to set the bad things aside and keep positivity in mind.
And so Coach, when it comes to positivity, how do you encourage that for your team to keep them positive, some messages that you might share with them?
Just win, baby.
Well, I know there's that cliche from Vince Lombardi. I grew up actually a Packers fan
There you
because
go, Tim.
Bart Starr played for them, and that's
Yes.
how I got to be a fan of Green Bay.
I like Packers.
But I actually don't believe in that as a coach. If you're a coach, you're a teacher. You're trying to teach the girls things that they're going to be able to use the rest of their lives, whether they're going to be moms, employees, coworkers, whatnot. So let me give you an example. Last night we went out to New Hope High School. There are Area 7 defending champions. It was an area game that we wanted to win. I wouldn't call it a must-win, but we wanted to win that game. We were missing a few players, but the girls went out there and gave it their best shot. And that's all you can ask for as a coach. So for me to try to encourage them, because they were feeling very down after the game. We had won 2 or 3 games in a row, went in there and lost 3-1 last night. I just let them know that as a coach, I'm more proud of the way that they played last night than sometimes after we win a game.
Sure.
Because of the way that they communicated, the effort that they showed. I did not see any kind of bad attitudes. I saw leadership, and that's all you can ask for is seeing your team grow as people. We wish we would have had more goals. We wish we would have had, better passing, things like that. Those are things you can work on in practice, but the little things like how to deal with each other, communication, I was happy with that. And so I thought we took a step forward. So in the standings, we didn't. We had a loss, but as far as the team and the things that I want to see as a coach, I felt like we grew. And then we have a Facebook group, and so I just posted something in there this morning trying to tell them to keep their heads up, because that's life. You get knocked down.
Yep.
It's not if you get knocked down, it's how do you get back up.
That's right.
And that's our team character. What we're focusing on this year is work on the little things. And if you do the little things right, you're going to get wins, you're going to get goals, you're going to get things done. Don't worry about the end result. To borrow from Coach Saban, don't focus on the results, focus on the process, and enjoy what you're doing with each other. So the girls are starting to enjoy being around each other, and we're coming together as a team, and I think the wins are going to come. We had a very tough schedule in March. We played Florence High School, we played West Morgan. We played some really tough area teams. We played West Limestone and Elkmont. And honestly, those teams probably a little bigger, a little faster, a little more athletic, and we found a way to beat those teams. So we just need to put it all together in April and use everything that we're learning along the way and come together as a team. That's what you're looking for.
You have 18 players?
Approximately 18 players, yes, sir.
How many
And we
seniors?
play 7th graders all the way through 12th graders. We have 3, and one of them actually is probably out for the season with a hip injury. So we're trying to get by with 2 seniors. But we have a strong group of younger players.
How are they helping as far as leadership with the younger girls? Are they helping
seniors.
as far as leadership, the
Okay,
seniors and
let
juniors?
me pass the microphone to my 8th grader, Carla Serrato, and let her answer that question.
Okay.
We'll get the truth, right?
Okay. Okay, Carla, are the older, we'll say you're 8th grader, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Are the older girls, are they helping you out as a 8th grader to become a better player?
Yes. The seniors, they take their time just for the younger players to help us out, because some of us may not know some stuff, so they had to teach us, because some of us are new at it. That's like.
But I mean that really helps out. I mean, because you're an 8th grader playing varsity. I mean that's pretty big right there. So I mean that definitely. I mean you probably get down a little bit because some of those girls you're playing a lot older and a lot more experienced. But that's good that you can go to some of your older teammates and talk to them and ask them questions.
Yes. I'm not sure.
What made you interested in playing soccer? You said you just started. This is just kind of, how long had you played before being on the team?
I actually didn't really play. I didn't really know a lot of soccer. But my sister, she played soccer. She's right there. And
She's on the phone. She's talking to her agent.
But actually, whenever I came in, I was like, wait, what am I supposed to do? Like, and then I didn't actually have a really stronger kick. Like, my kick has gotten stronger because with all the help of my teammates and my coach.
Yeah.
So,
What are things that you do to make your legs stronger when it comes to soccer?
I'm not sure.
Y'all do workouts? Do y'all have regular workouts? And you go to the gym and try to work your leg strength, things of that nature? Okay, and now since you're just getting into this, and we were talking about the influence of seniors on younger players, and that was why we initially gave you the microphone, and you think about opportunities as a young player to watch these older girls, are you learning lessons from them that you think are valuable as you move forward and grow older?
Yes, we all make mistakes, and I try and help out as any way I can, because, I mean, I want the seniors to have a great year, because, you know, it's like the first game is going to be their last game.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I want them to have a great year for all the seniors. I'm just trying to help out, you know.
This is not an 8th grader talking to me right now.
No, it's not.
This
No.
is like, I don't hear this from pro players. I don't sometimes from college players. That's a really mature answer to talk about, you know, wanting the seniors to have a successful season, because you know how hard they've worked to try to get to this point, and you're at 8th grade level, so you got the finish of 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, five more years if you continue to play, and this is their last shot unless they go somewhere else and play. That's really amazing that you appreciate that.
Yes, I just try my best, because I really want to go to the finals for them. So,
Hey.
So,
Is there anybody else want to talk? Any of you other ladies want to? Well, hey, we haven't introduced everybody, have we? So everybody introduce yourself.
just kind of lean up to the microphone and
Introduce yourself and tell you what grade you're in and what position you play.
Okay. Well, I'm Samantha Marino. I'm a freshman, and I started off playing a striker, well, more like a left forward, but now I've worked my way back, and I'm playing center back.
Okay.
So,
All righty.
yeah.
All righty. Pass it around. Next. Get up there.
So I'm going to introduce her because she's really shy when it comes to radio shows. This is one of our 2 senior captains that is still able to play. We have another senior captain that might be out for the season. This is Areli Mendoza. She plays keeper for us. She plays sweeper. She plays center mid. She plays forward. She's kind of what you call a jack of all trades. And this one right here, she can get a little passionate during games.
Oh, yeah.
I have coaches all the time that tell me they would love to have a player that they have to tell them just take it down a notch a little bit. So I like her competitiveness and her ability to kind of lead by example is something that we really need on our team. And her talent level gets her recognized by other coaches. They only go by her jersey number 9. But she's not going to talk about herself, so I'll do it for her. Just invaluable to our team. We'd love to be able to clone her.
Yeah.
So she's quiet when she's around other people, but when you get her on the soccer field, just let her go.
Oh, yeah, she talks a lot.
There you go. There you go.
Talks a lot. We have a group chat, and she is the first person to have an opinion if I ask a question. No hesitation whatsoever. If she doesn't agree with something, she'll say it because she feels very protective of the girls. And, if she thinks they need rest or if she thinks we need to work more, she will definitely tell me. And it's very clear what her opinion is. But you have to have players like that. We have another captain that's doing her confirmation class, and she couldn't be here today. Karina Martinez, but those 2 girls plus Gabby Torres, who's injured right now, I don't know if we'll see another 3 like that in our program. I mean, they're setting the bar very high for the next group of players that comes in behind them. But I'll let her speak now. Areli Mendoza, she's one of our senior captains.
Areli, welcome to the show.
My name is Areli Mendoza, like she said. I'm a senior, and this is my 3rd year playing soccer here in Alabama, and I'm really proud how long we've been through as a team. We have up and downs, like they said, but we know how to go, like, keep our heads up and everything.
What are one of the things that your coach is talking about when you're in the group sessions and you're stepping up and making the important messages or statements or comments to other players and things like that? What drives you to be that leader for the team?
Oh, as a captain and as a player and as like friends and everything like that, I like to see if they're good, like if they can be able to practice more or to keep it up, and just like trying to see if they could like handle the next practice and everything like that.
So getting them to step up and actually do the job that you know they can,
Yes.
right? I mean, because you know the talent level of your fellow teammates.
Yes.
They know yours, and so when you know somebody can do something and they have an opportunity, you try to encourage them to
Yeah,
to play to their best
Play
ability,
better, yeah.
and that's really important. So you're what grade?
I'm in 12th grade. I'm a
12th
senior.
grade. You are the senior that
Yeah.
she's wanting to have a really great season for you,
Yeah.
and I know you appreciate that.
Yes, a lot.
That people understand that you've played. How many years have you played now?
This is my 3rd year playing.
But now you said before Tanner, did you play before somewhere?
Yes, I did.
Okay, where did you play before?
In my hometown, Illinois, Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what was soccer like up there?
Oh, a lot different than here.
Tell me about it. How was it different? Is it a beloved sport up there in Illinois?
Yes, we follow a lot of soccer over there.
Uh-huh.
Like, all my siblings play soccer, so I have 4 siblings, and they all play for Tanner High School right now. And yeah, all of the family is basically soccer playing. We spend our weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays playing soccer every time. Yeah.
So you're bringing your love of soccer from Illinois and what you know is this passionate,
Yes.
people are passionate about it, and you're bringing it to Tanner High
Yes.
School. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing because I think when I was in high school, soccer really wasn't even, that was 20 years
When
ago.
nobody played.
Yeah,
Nobody
so
played.
and now it's something that y'all are bringing to the forefront. Really, I mean, y'all are the founders of whatever soccer is going to mean to the community 20 years from now, because they're going to talk about when Tanner had soccer and East Limestone had soccer and how good these teams were, and it's just setting the foundation for that. How do you feel about being a foundation setter around here?
I'm really proud how soccer been going through. Yeah, and how they move on.
We better introduce the rest of the crew. We don't leave
Yeah.
everybody else out.
No, nobody left
who
out.
Who else hadn't been introduced?
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
My name's Arcadia Lopez, but everybody calls me Katie, and I'm a junior, and I play defensive mid or defense.
Okay.
Next, who
Who else we got?
You'll have to lean up this way because the cord only goes so far.
Either that or yell real loud.
Can you do that?
My name is Kimberly Serrato. I'm a sophomore. I played for Tanner 2 years, and I am a right midfield.
Excellent.
I don't know what those positions mean, but that's great because I.
Right
Didn't
midfield.
say this, but as a 10th grader, she is also a captain.
Oh, wow.
Wow, how's that coach mean a lot to you? How did you pick her out as a? How's that was that picked by you or by her teammates as a captain?
Okay, so I guess I need to give the story behind that. So there's a story. Do I have time?
Yes.
Okay,
Go ahead.
all right.
Yeah, we're good right now.
So first 3 seasons, I was her head coach, start to finish. I moved to Muscle Shoals. I got married. Decided to give way to my assistant coach. She actually was a UNA grad assistant teacher and was also a soccer teammate, or is a soccer teammate of mine in an adult soccer league in Huntsville. So anyway, I decided to step down last May, and I gave way to my assistant coach. And there's just a decision that she had to make where she decided to step down at the beginning of this season. And then the school, Mrs. Kenyon, who is our acting principal right now, and she's our AD and assistant principal, she called me and asked me to come back and coach the girls the remainder of the season, and I decided to come back. When I came back, the previous coach, Emily, she had chosen those 4 girls as captains, the 3 seniors, Gabby Torres, Aurelia Mendoza, Karina Martinez, and then she had also chosen Kim. And, we talked about it as a team, whether we wanted to change that around. The team told me that they were perfectly happy with who the captains were. I always let the players vote on captains. And at the end of the year, we do something with our awards where we copy what Alabama does with their permanent captains.
Yeah.
So they have game captains throughout the year. At the end of the season, they let their entire team, vote on 3 or 4 permanent captains. Usually I think it's 3. And they put their handprints in the sidewalk at Denny Chimes. So what we do as a group is we let them vote on their permanent captains at the end of the season, because now the girls have had the whole season to evaluate who really showed good leadership, who really deserves to be a permanent captain. And what I plan on doing eventually is putting all the permanent captains that have been captains under me on a plaque somewhere at the school, because it means something for your teammates to vote you as permanent captains. But that's the story behind the captains. They were there when I came back. The team told me they were happy with them, and we just left it that way.
And they've done what you wanted them to do this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They have to deal with me a lot more than the younger players do. I'm calling them constantly on the phone. A lot of the kids like to text and Snapchat. I text, but I like to just call people on the phone, and they can tell you I call them all the time. And then we have our own group chat, and we talk about team things, and I expect them to do a lot of leadership type things. They lead the warm-ups. They do a lot of things for our team that the girls don't know about. So, I didn't choose them, but I'm happy with them, and I think the kids are happy with them. And then at the end of the season, we'll see who they choose as their permanent captains. I like that tradition, and it'll kind of gives them extra motivation during the season to maintain that leadership level. Because once you give someone that armband, then they have to keep it.
Absolutely.
It's not like here you have it and now you get to do what you want to do. You have to earn it. So. Hopefully,
That's great.
Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, it
Coach,
sure does.
Quick question before you go, Coach. You've got the rest of the season to go. What's your schedule look like? Is it county, area, the teams that you've got coming up that you're facing right now?
That's a great question. So our area this year has 6 teams, and that's a big area.
So good size area.
Yes, sir. And so that means we have to play 10 area games. And I believe we've already played 4. We actually are headed into a stretch after county tournament that I would say is a little less rough than the games we've already played. I mean, we don't have another Florence High School game on the remainder of the schedule.
Yeah, that was kind of where I was going.
Yes,
with
sir.
that.
I mean, that's a playoff team in 6A.
Yes.
And then we already played West Morgan. That's a non-area team that we chose to schedule to get the girls ready for if we make the playoffs. If we finish second in our area, we will see West Morgan. If we finish if we finish first, we'll probably see Mars Hill or Elkmont. So we're doing everything possible to get ready for making the playoffs if we make the playoffs. But the county tournament is tough because we probably will play the winner of Clements, Elkmont, and then honestly, East Limestone's got a great shot at repeating as county champs, and we're hoping to have a say about that. They're the defending county champions, the only ones that have won the girls' county, and they're sort of like the top dog. And we're hoping to at least get in there and compete with them. And then after county tournament, we'll turn our focus back on to area. And we do have some county games. The girls love playing county rivals. We've got Ardmore coming up, so that's fun games for them.
Tanner and Ardmore's always been a big. I'm an '83 graduate of Tanner High School, so we got great friends from Ardmore, but it was always a good rivalry.
Yes, sir. And they play us very competitively. They have a very young team. They've got a coach over there that I have a lot of respect for. Clint Putman, and actually the girl standing behind me, she actually set the school record last year for goals scored in a game and points scored. The girl over here with the 80s jacket on. And
I remember I graduated in '83. I like that jacket.
Yes,
okay,
looks like windsuit jacket.
Exactly.
Right? But,
Windsuit jacket, absolutely.
She set the school record for goals scored last year, which is quite an accomplishment as a 7th grader.
Wicked.
She scored 5 goals, and almost it was in one half.
Got a ringer going there.
Yes, sir. So those are games the girls look forward to because they're just not as stressed out. It's not an area game.
Right.
It's a county game. They know all the girls. And we have a lot of respect for teams like Ardmore.
That's great. We're getting closer then.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank y'all so much.
Y'all.
Coach, thanks for bringing these girls. Good luck in the county tournament. Good luck in the area tournament. Keep scoring goals and wearing those 80s outfits. And we like that. So
we appreciate y'all having us on.
No,
thank
we're glad y'all came.
Glad y'all came.
Let's see. What time is it, Tim? Is it time to go? Yeah, it's yeah. It's absolutely time to go.
It's been a good show today, folks.
It flew by. It is
2 hours.
I want to say one more thing. I know I've only been with the program 4 years, but they have been around 10 years. Some of these girls have had sisters, cousins, whatever, friends. The girls that came before them, if we make the playoffs this year, it'll be, even though they're not on our team anymore, it'll be players like Liz Salgado and Rosa Cortez from last year, our seniors from last year. We had a 6-player class before them that got our program turned around and had our first winning season 2 years ago, and that's huge for a program like us. So I kind of want to recognize them. Hopefully I don't leave someone out, but Sandra Cortez, Angie Gutierrez, Jasmine Peoples, Haley Enciso, Maria Nahara, I know I don't pronounce her name correctly, and ladies, I'm forgetting somebody. 6, Flor Ramirez.
All right.
So I just
Good
want
job.
I want to shout out to those girls. That's 8 girls that in the last 2 years have completely turned our program around, and it's them and their families supporting us, and we couldn't do it without them.
That's great.
That's awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping it up right now. It's been an awesome show. You've listened to the Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC, the Big 1080. We'll be back next Saturday. Same bat time, same bat channel.